Welcome. In this video, we'll get into actual terrain generation and we'll actually see the layer-based approach. So this might be a long video. So firstly, I just turn on the skybox because it looks good. Then I would just increase the mesh scale so that we have something to work on. And then I would just raise the sun a bit and change its color to a bit yellow, and that's it. Now we can focus on the main terrain generation using layer based approach. So also I need to change this mode to layer. Now you can see using layer based workflow. So that's it for dashboard. Now this is our main window out here. So let me just need to take this out. Let me just put this in a bigger way, and let me just make this bit big. Okay, now we have got the terrain we need to work on. Now this is the noise settings, so noise stack, what I say. So here you've got the noise strength. So this is going to be overall strength. The final value of the noise is multiplied with this. Okay, so now we have got the now how is the noise applied? So we have got several noise layers which are added on top of each other. So we can just first let me name it basic details, right here. So you can also flatten the flattened base and the absolute value and the square value. We'll see that later. Okay, now let me just go to the basic details one. Now there are three basic noise algorithms out here. We will add more as it approaches. Firstly, we have got the simplex Berlin, then we have got the random, then we've got the cellular algorithm. So we'll see them one by one. Firstly, for a base, it's better to start with simplex Berlin. And let me, if we just select it, we can see nothing is happening. So this is because the strength is by default 0. So we need to increase the strength. So if we just increase the strength, we can see the noise taking shape, shaping the mesh. So I will just raise the sun by a bit so we can just see properly right here. Okay, so we can see the mesh is taking shape, but we can increase the scale like this. So like this, we have got a quite nice base shape to start our work from. You can enable or disable it. Like one thing I would like to note that in case you're seeing any kind of these kind of marks, don't worry. These are like, since I told this, everything is calculated on a parallel thread for optimizing performance. So whenever you're like disabling the or disabling or even enabling the layers or noise or anything, it takes some time. It just schedules the thing and it takes some time to get applied. So what is happening is, whenever you're turning off this layer, the normals are still there, mesh normals are still there, so they are slowly being calculated and they're automatically being replaced. So if that does not work, if the marks continue to stay, you could just do something like, if you see, if the marks continue to stay, just change the scale a bit and then all the marks will go right, and then we can just continue our work with our basic details. So let me just enable the basic details once more, and then I'm gonna add another noise layer. So I'll name this finer details level 1. So this two will be simplex Berlin. Now for this, what I will do is increase the scale to some crazy high amount. Yeah, for this 20 is quite crazy a high amount. So just slowly start increasing the strength. You can see quite a lot of details poking up. Now, this might not look good, so you just need, this is just more of art than of programming. You could just this is just more of art. You could just tweak the values, play around until you get a satisfactory result. So for me, just yeah, this looks quite good for me, right? And then I can just duplicate this layer out here, materials level 2, or I could just change it to base level 2 and then just reduce the scale a lot and then just change it like this, and we can get some weird shapes and sizes right here. And then we can just add a new layer, and then we can just change it to something like cellular, but cellular is quite more advanced and I don't think this will look good with cellular. Alright, let's just try and make things better. Right, I don't think this looks better, but let's keep it right like this. Also, if you can just change the offsets to get, if you want to get new mountains, if you just want to move them, if you just change the base, everything will move like, yeah, right, obviously. Now the last thing I would like to add is the something called granular details, right? So for this I just need to add a random layer, and then for random layers the scale or the offset does not matter, so you can just increase. And for random layers I would just say that make the strength very low, else it will look very bad. Like here, so you can see it gives you the finer details, right? You can see without the granular layer. Let me just recalculate the normals. This is the mesh without the granular layer, and this is the mesh with the granular layer, right? This looks way better. Now you can just scale it a bit more. You can see it's starting to look like a real mountain range. Like you can keep adding several layers, keep changing its values until you get more satisfactory results. So that's it for this layers part. Now we can see there is the noise setting and noise strength. The noise strength is the overall noise strength. So if you just increase the noise strength, see the overall noise strength is increasing. So this is something that you would do in case you just want to affect everything. So if I just want everything to just shrink down, yeah, this is good. And but that was better, right? This is quite better. And then we've got the flattened base. So this just flattens out the base right here. So let's just let the normals be recalculated. This is good for things like if you want to make islands, like this is an island, right? For those kind of things, flattened base is quite good. And then we've got the absolute value. So you got the absolute value. So this can create effects like river. So you can see this along my cursor, this can be like a river if we just properly color it, texture it. We can also have something like square values and have something really weird, but this looks cool. Like this can be a playable game world, right? This could be a playable game world, right? You can see it's quite good. Now you could just save it right here. I'm not going to even export as obj. I'll just link the save files in the description, right? Okay, I'll just save the file to, right? Noise layer demo, right? Okay, right. So that's it for this video. In the next video, we're gonna see how we can texture our how we can use shaders to give these noises a bit of textures. or bit of colors so that they look more lively. So thanks for watching.